Wrote in half an hour on BBC1 after an anxious wait for George.
Isn't it time for my progress review? It's just that I'd like to know whether I'm staying or not.
Committed to the cause for the summer, staying in Leatherbridge. Does this mean you're staying with us too?
I really like you, George.
Come on, Nick. You've had far too many as it is.
So, who have we got waiting now?
His girlfriend and the woman who was driving.
Ah, the two weeping women scenario, eh? Spill?
It's not like that. The driver is his work colleague.
If you say so, sister.
Behave. Mr. Vardy, this is Gabby French. And Mr. Vardy's been looking after Nick.
What's happening?
We have to wait now.
Wait, for what?
Nick's out of surgery now, Gabby. Soon he'll be moved to a ward bed.
You putting him on a general ward?
No, he'll be in intensive care, to start with. And we'll have to keep him sedated for a while. He's still a very poorly man.
Gabby, Nick couldn't have been in better hands.
You see, I'm a doctor. I'm not an ordinary member of the public.
Today you are.
No, I'm going to go and find someone and make them tell me what's going on.
Wait here until someone comes to find you. Right, Gabby's here. She can tell us.
No, but this is my fault.
No, it's not. It's an accident. Accidents happen.
No, Ronnie, accidents don't just happen. Accidents are made. You know, I was the one that was driving. Nick was the one that was drunk, and he was very drunk, and he was just joking about, and I got distracted, and I shouldn't have. And it was my fault. Sorry.
In that case, why are you still here?
No, it wasn't her fault. George is in shock. It was an accident.
You would say that, wouldn't you?
What?
You're her husband.
Isn't there enough to be anxious about here without wasting energy laying blame?
No, he was just joking about. I shouldn't have got distracted.
Well, you were. Nick's had to fight for his life because of her. And I can't even see him.
I'll go and find someone.
Don't you think you've done enough?
Here, wait here. Gabby, hold on, please.
What?
I want to talk to you.
As her husband or her solicitor?
As a friend.
You're not my friend, though, are you, Mr. Woodson?
Just listen to me.
Why should I?
I can help.
I don't want your help. Wasn't your wife helping when she offered Nick a lift?
Okay, have it your way. But know one thing, Gabby. I wouldn't have George traumatized any more than she has been. You be careful what you say.
I thought you said you were coming home.
I'm working another shift.
I thought we could get breakfast and do something.
Why?
'Cause it's my birthday.
So, we're short-staffed.
But, Mum...
I have to work. I got you those. Happy 18th.
You're not hurt. Is she okay? George?
I lost control and then we skidded.
Look at you, you're exhausted. You need to go home and get some sleep. She needs to go home, Ronnie.
No, you tell her she won't listen to me.
I'm not going home.
Have you been here all night? Who's got Bracken?
A neighbour.
Okay, right, well, I'm going to stay here with George. You're going to go home.
You sure?
Yes, of course, go home.
I'll call you. It wasn't her fault.
I know.
Thanks, Julia.
It's okay. Listen, Ronnie, I have tried, but I can't get hold of anybody. I just wondered if you had a chance at all.
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Now, this is my weekend, and I'm not talking to anyone yet.
You're not avoiding me, then?
It was just stuff. Patients, colleagues. Sometimes they get first dibs on my time.
You should learn to put yourself first.
Tea?
I'll do it.
Actually, we should leave for a bit. It'll not be brewed.
You know, I used to make great paper mache out of serviettes.
We've got things to sort out.
Yeah, I want to come to your flat, but...
We're in a cafe in a public place on a Saturday morning. That's by design, Adam. It's not an accident.
What, you don't want to be alone with me?
Exactly.
Come on, mate. You know the score. The sooner you're back, the better. Nick? Nick, come on, don't do this.
It's boring when no one's sick. So what's going on with you, Vivian?
Nothing much.
Julie said anything about the job, then? Is Dr. Fenton here?
Dr. Clay's doing emergency appointments today.
I need to see Dr. Fenton. Was there something I can do for you? That's all right.
I can make you an appointment with Dr. Fenton.
I'll go find him. It's okay.
But he's not at work today.
I know where he lives.
Should I call his house?
Nah, leave it. Joe will handle it if he doesn't want him there. He's very fond of Mickey. Been one of Joe's patients since before he was born.
Really?
Yeah. Mickey Carty. It's an odd one, actually. Mickey and his mother moved here when Joe did. Followed him all the way from Bristol just so Mickey could still be one of Joe's patients.
Is that particularly fascinating?
Well, yeah, don't you think?
So, how's the police surgeon job going?
Oh, I don't know. Might be time for a change for me, though. Might kick this job in a touch.
You mean you'd leave this job before you got another?
Yeah, well, why not? Well, I could do police surgeon work full-time.
How fabulously secure and confident.
Oh, I'm really sorry, Vivian. Have I just been really, really tactless?
Hello? Mill Health Centre? Oh, just one moment. It's Ronnie Woodson for you.
Who are you calling? More people to sit around and wait.
I haven't actually managed to get hold of anyone.
Good. Who's anyone?
Nick's friends from the mill.
Don't you mean his work colleagues?
No, we're more like family, really, in a crisis.
Julia, if anyone ought to be calling the others, it should be me.
You. Will you stop making this about you? What is your problem?
Gabby, why don't you tell me what they said to you?
Nick's out of theatre. He was sedated, but...
Oh, good. That means we can see him.
No, you can't. Because now they can't wake him up.
Adam, please. Don't touch me.
What, you honestly don't want me to? I'm not going to feel guilty about something that's out of my control.
But it is in our control.
Why should we feel polluted by what other people think?
Because everything's changed. What we know now, it reaches backwards and does pollute everything.
How can you say that? Us finding each other, being together, all of a sudden that's wrong.
Yes.
What we feel for each other, that's bad now.
You know it is.
Why? Because my mum was some airheaded tart who had a jump with her, some married bloke.
They've made their mistakes. We have to accept that affects us now. We have to move on.
It's that easy for you, is it?
No.
What if I refuse to accept it?
Then you'll go on hurting me. You might end up hurting me more than I can stand.
You should get that.
No, they'll ring back if it's important. See, there's no law that says you have to answer the phone. So how are things?
What do you think? My mother gave me condoms. She got them from the STI clinic.
You know, in her own way, she probably means well.
You know, in her own way, she's probably as messed up as hell, and she really gets off on making me feel worthless.
So, how did the exams go?
Sound.
Uni?
I've had offers. She hasn't even asked me. Got enough condoms to see me through the first year, though.
We don't have a choice. We can't see each other anymore, not ever.
Of course we can. I'm not going to lose you, Michelle.
There's no other way.
Of course there is. If we can't be together like we were before, then we can be friends. We can be brother and sister if you want.
We can't.
We can forget everything that happened before. We can begin a new relationship starting today.
Do you want to know why we can't do that? That's why.
Michelle. From the start, you wanted me to love you. To make love to you.
I'm your sister.
You were my lover first.
Oh, Adam, don't.
What did you just prove in there, Michelle? I still want you. I know that. We both know you want me too.
And if I did, what would that make me?
Truthful. Remember how we first met? Remember what we felt for each other?
What? When we buried our father?
Your father. It was just chemistry. Some bloke my mum knew. He was never a father to me.
Enough to make you my brother, he was.
I can't think of you like that.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to.
Didn't we enjoy each other? We love each other. I remember the first moment I saw you. The things that we've done, I mean...
If I think about it now, it makes me feel sick.
No.
You make me feel sick!
Michelle, please. If I believe that, it'd kill me. I'll do what you want. After all, you are my big sister.
I don't know what to say to him. I feel ridiculous.
Talk to him as if he'd fallen asleep and you didn't know it. I know it works, Gabby. Let him hear your voice. Give him a reason to wake up. Make him want to be with you.
What do I say?
Things he wants to hear.
Well, come on. We both know she hates me. I've lived with it most of my life. Look, I can accept it. I just need to understand.
I wish I could help you.
I want to hate her right back, you know, but I can't.
I know.
You're the reason we moved down there. I didn't want to move. I had loads of friends in Bristol. Why do we have to follow you?
Only your mother can tell you. I can't.
Why do you have to be my doctor? Why is that so important to her?
What? Is that so dreadful?
Dr. Fenton, are you my dad?
Oh, no. No, Mickey. I'm not your father.
But you know who is, though, don't you?
I can't tell you. But listen, Mickey, if I was your father, I'd be very proud of you. You're a fine young man, in spite of her problems.
Yeah, I'm great.
You are.
Why should I wait till she gets home? I want to sort this out now. Give me a lift to St. Phil's and help me to make her tell me.
Whoa, 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 look, I'm not her favourite person.
Please. It's my birthday.
It's time you went home.
No, I want to be here when he wakes up. Why is he still unconscious?
He's a very poorly man.
You can tell me the truth. I'm a doctor.
Not today, you're not. This is really senseless. Nick's girlfriend is with him. Leave me your number. I'll call as soon as there's news. She needs rest. Take her home.
OK, I'll go. But I'm not going home. I want to wait at the mill. Can you take me? I can't go here.
It's easy to tell you I love you when you're here like this.
promise you, I'll tell you I love you all the time if you wake up. I'll take such good care of you.
Oh.
Well, now, isn't that just what we like to see?
Dare you bring him in here?
I asked him to.
And what? You get everything that you want, do you?
I couldn't sit back and let...
What, you couldn't sit back? I'd have thought that was exactly your ticket. Didn't you excel at that?
Oh, I'm sick of playing your messed up games, Mum. Whatever it is, just say it.
I don't want to say anything. I never have.
Who's my father?
Did you put him up to this?
No.
What did I ever do?
You were born.
Didn't ask to be.
No. So, applause for the doctor who convinced me I should have you. You want to know why he's your doctor? Because I wanted him to keep seeing you. He should be reminded. Why should he be allowed to forget you existed?
But what did I do?
Not you. You filthy rapist of a father.
Stay with me.
I'm not going anywhere. Thank you. You're gonna be fine. Nick? Nick? What's happening?
Gabby, can you go outside, please? Come on. Come on. Come on.
Is it true? We were all right once. I know we were. You cuddled me sometimes. I remember we did. What happened?
You grew into the living image of your father.
Why does she hate you?
I told her what all the options were. It wasn't my place to stop her or try and convince her. She made all the decisions.
But she blames you.
She did want you. You were premature and so very tiny. She wanted you so badly when she thought she was going to lose you. I don't know. She became deeply unhappy and she wouldn't let me be her doctor. It helped her to hate me.
We followed you all the way from Bristol because she hates you.
Yeah. When I saw you, I was supposed to remember the mistake I'd made. But all it does is remind me how glad I am that she had you.
My father raped her.
Don't think there's any doubt about that. I'm so sorry.
The sight of me must sicken her. Happy birthday to me, eh? Give it up, Dr. Fenton. I'm going to sort this out once and for all. Please, Doc, answer that one.
Daniel, you old devil, how are you?
Hey, listen, if I need to, I can crash at your place for a bit, right?
Yeah, of course. In mi casa es tu casa and all that. When?
I'm not sure yet, but I'll call you if I'm coming.
Well, that's a great help. And if you do come, how long for? Weekend? A month?
Yeah, I don't know. It's really all up in the air at the moment. Hey, just used a few 3 minutes. Sorry. Whoa, no, I'm done.
Daniel? Daniel?
Alex is really spinning out of control. A confrontation at work, how dare you? Won't you ever be satisfied with the mess you've made of my life? Can't you see I'm busy?
I do know...
You know nothing.
I do know that despite what you think, loving your son doesn't necessarily mean that you have to forgive his father.
He's sleeping now. He's not unconscious. They said he's exhausted. I was supposed to go and get a cup of coffee, but I don't know where the cafe is.
Gabby.
He was fine. And then his heart stopped. Oh, Joe. I didn't know what to do, and they wouldn't let me back in there.
Whose heart?
I told the others they couldn't see him. If anything happens, Joe.
Who?
Nicholas West. Do you know him?
We work together. He's my friend.
Someone ought to tell Michelle.
You go. We'll be fine.
I have to wait until I know.
I know you do. George, listen. Nick's fit, he's young, he's strong, he'll get through this.
And so will you.
I'm on a break. Why are you still here anyway?
What? Apart from my good friend being wired up along the corridor, you mean? I'm Mickey's doctor. I owe it to him to say my piece.
You're not my doctor. Leave me alone. Stuff your words of wisdom.
What about Mickey?
He's 18. He can leave whenever he likes now.
Let yourself stop hating, Diane. Give yourself time to see him as he is.
I see his father.
He's his own man.
What are those?
We're going back to Bristol, Mum. These are the pills she needs to get through the day. She did get help, Dr. Fenton, just from the wrong place.
I don't believe this. How dare you?
I'm sorry I look like him, Mum. But I'm not him. I love you. I'll call you. Thanks for everything, Dr. Fenton.
You know where I am if you need me.
Don't look at me like that. You never liked it here anyway.
Oh, he'll be fine.
So, I need a little help. Most of the nurses here are on antidepressants, or they drink themselves stupid, or smoke pot, or snort cocaine. So what?
You know I can't ignore this.
What? Is this supposed to be the breakthrough moment? Do I turn to you and say, thank you for giving me my life back? The sunlight's going to break through the clouds, right? And I'm going to see everything clearly.
Maybe not, but I'm going to do everything I can to get you to see a therapist.
Feel free. That it with the precious advice?
No. If Mickey gives you a call, which he surely will, then make sure you answer the phone.
How many tests do they need to run, for goodness sake? Why couldn't I stay in there?
They're being thorough.
Joe, I tried to call you earlier. What's up with your phone?
Nothing? Oh, sorry. You okay?
This is insane.
They'll come out when they're ready.
Vivian, I've been thinking.
Yes?
I want you to stay at the mill, if you'd like to.
How you feeling?
Grim. But I'll survive.
That girl, every inch a diva.
Thanks, Jimmy.
What for?
For not treating me like a freak.
I'm going to tell her something.
Soon.
Jimmy, look, I'm really sorry about what's been going on with you and I Well, I got to the mill this morning. First thing I thought was, thank goodness Jimmy's still with us.
Is that so?
Yeah. Made me remember how much I appreciate you. Listen, I'm sorry things have been so difficult recently. And I'm really sorry about that stupid mind game thing.
That's okay.
You know, the thing is, what I'd like to... You know, if you are really thinking about... well, if you were feeling at all that you hadn't been appreciated in any way, I would have understood that. Honestly, I do understand that. I just...
Oh, for crying out loud. What she's trying to say is, don't look for another job. She doesn't know what she'd do without you.
Absolutely, thanks, Michelle. Can't afford to lose a good doctor, and I certainly can't afford to lose a good friend.
Wants to see his friends.
That's us.
He's extremely tired and a little confused. And he'd be very agitated if I didn't let you in. So no more than 5 minutes.
What's happened to me?
It's Royal Ascot and Wimbledon for the next few weeks, so Doctors is back on Monday the 9th of July. Next today here on BBC One, a struggling winery is murder for Jessica Fletcher.
You missing anything, Mr. Hart?